What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol MSFT for Microsoft Corp. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We talk about the stock regularly here on the channel. The main thing to point out is that 300 is coming back into sights as a big flush point. You'll notice also that the daily bar is an inverted hammer, indicating simply that the sellers stepped up at the highs and drove prices lower and closed prices lower, just barely above that 300 flush point. So to me, that's top watch into tomorrow. If that breaks down, we know the target underneath is coming from that little interaction we saw there, close to 293.50s. The bigger target is probably the higher low potentially there on the daily around 285 quarter, okay? And what I'm thinking about is, okay, something like that has the potential to offer a higher low, and maybe it gets us into more of a neutral trend with compressing ranges, right? So here, lower highs, but as long as we support here, it is a higher low. So compression of range, and then ultimately we'll get some sort of breakout. We'll have to see, we'll have to be patient, but that's what I'm thinking about to the downside if we get a nasty move into the end of the week and even early next week. To the upside, because we are still technically inside of a balanced range, it's still longs up and over 311. That is on the table here. If we get a breakout, 318 and 50 SMA are the target from the daily time frame charts. From the 30-minute, what else can we learn about the price action here? Well, if you're a really aggressive scalper, right, there is opportunity at the low end of our range for some sort of bounce off of it, okay? So aggressive scalpers, if we start putting in some sort of bottoming pattern here, could look like a hammer, could look like an indecision doji, could look like a double bottom, something like this, a little micro double bottom. Break of that neckline could take you back higher to the top end of the range. At 311, stop loss has to go right underneath 300, because as we mentioned, if that does break, you don't want to be involved in that move to the downside if you're fishing for longs, trying to play the ping pong move back and forth in the overall intraday ranges there. So that's what I'm thinking about here inside of Microsoft. What else can we learn about how today's move actually unfolded? Let's expand that a little bit. Let's just quickly take out the Fibonacci's and kind of see where the down move would be invalidated. So we'll come from the high all the way down to the low. And if we can really start recapturing the 61.8, which is about 306, it would start to have me, favoring more the break of 311. A lot of work has to be done for that to happen, especially noting this price acceptance into the end of the day. But I'm just giving you the numbers I would be paying attention to. So 306, if it can be recaptured, maybe it starts to shift the tone here in Microsoft to being bullish up and over 311. That's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it today or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.